when we think about the guard, I'm just going to talk about the concepts that I use when I teach first. So when I think about the guard, I think of the guard as this triangle coming from the hip to the feet. In general, when I'm passing the guard, what I have to do is I have to be trying to stay on the outside of the guard as much as I can. So I don't want to be staying anywhere between the feet. I always want to be staying on the outside. The best way to pass a guard is to move outside the guard, sideways, try to make your opponent turn sideways, keep following you, so he will make a mistake, expose his guard. That's really, like, in my opinion, it's the best way to pass the guard if you're never inside the guard, if you're all the time on the outside here on this area. So we're just going to start working this with some basic movement. So a good posture for passing the guard is to have your knees bent, your toes pointing forward, so don't open up your hips. Always having your knees pointing towards your opponent. So when you point your knee towards your opponent, you're closing the space for him to play the guard. You see how much I'm bending my knees, so I'm not standing upright. You don't want to be standing upright. It's always easier for your opponent to reach you. For example, if I'm here, I'm standing upright, it's easier for him to control my legs. In general, when you're passing the guard, you want to have your knees bent, your arms forward. Now, what people usually do when they pass the guard is they try to make strong grips. So they try to reach and control something, but that's not really what you're supposed to do. What you want to do is you want your arms to flow from one grip to the next as much as possible. You want to flow when you're moving. So check out my movement, check out my arms. I'm just going to first go slowly. I'm going to start moving around the guard, always controlling the nearest point. So at this, when I'm here, I always start by controlling the ankles. You don't want to be controlling the knees. You have to go like step by step. First you pass the ankles, then you pass the knees, then you pass the hips. So I'm here, I start moving, I push the ankle. Now I don't care which arm is coming in, but I have to block the knee. When I block the knee, I move on the outside. Every time we're passing, standing, we want to insist on getting the knee on the belly. That's the easiest way. You use your knee as a wedge. It's the easiest way to pass the guard standing up. So I'm pushing this, I'm moving to the side, having a good posture, knees pointing in. I block the knee, I block the knee on belly. I'm just gonna work a transition, so we can do a nice warm-up drill here. So I plant my hands to the ground, I windshield wiper to the other side. Now I get up, I maintain good posture all the time. So I don't just keep space, I maintain good posture, holding space with my knees. Look outside the guard. See how even if he tries to reach with his hands on my feet, I'm too far away. So I'm moving outside this area. Controlling the ankles, moving clearing the knee, moving back in. Again, moving to the other side. Nice space, knees bent, coming up. Again, hands just flowing, all the time hands flowing. It doesn't matter which hand is going where. You have to block the ankle, so you're blocking the ankle and the knee. See how I'm not even grabbing, I'm just letting my arms flow slowly. Just pushing the legs out of the way. That's the arm movement you want. That's the leg movement you want. See how I'm not going up, so I'm not doing this. Always staying low, always closing the space for him to play guard. If he tries to play guard now, because I'm blocking the space, it's more difficult for him. Transition from up. Not making any grips, just pushing the legs out of the way. That's how you get good movement. So let's start warming up slowly. I'm passing the guard on the outside. This is always how I prefer to pass. I try to stay on the outside. If you realize that I'm already on the outside when I'm here, I'm already on the outside. I don't have to move a lot. I just have to get, open up your knees. People usually play guard like this, so they have like knees open and feet pointing up. But when I'm here, I'm already on the outside. I'm not in the guard anymore. You don't have to like move too much with your feet. That's not necessary. You don't have to jump around. That's enough. I'm on the outside. So that's all you need for like any situation. I'm on the outside. I'm not in the guard. Easy for me to pass the guard. Now, when you're moving to the outside, so try to pay attention to this detail. I'm not in the guard anymore. Right now when I'm passing, I first clear the ankle. Every time you have to carry the ankle. That's really easy to do. Pulling is difficult. The single step on you if you try to pull. So you always push and you move your body to the outside. So from here to here, I move from in the guard, outside the guard. I clear the knee, so I'm trying to clear the knee, push the knee out of the way. What his reaction is going to be at this moment, if he knows how to play the guard, is to use the outside foot. That's always how you defend the open guard. Like, whenever anyone is passing you, no matter how, if you play the open guard, you always use the outside foot to defend the guard. That's why your arms have to be flowing from one grip to the next. You cannot be too much focused on one thing. You know it's the outside leg is every single time you're moving, the outside leg is gonna come, so you have to be ready to push the leg out of the way. You can use either hand. You can push like this, you can push like this, it doesn't matter. What has to happen is that the leg has to be out of the way. So I'm passing and the leg is coming, I have to push the leg out of the way. It doesn't matter which hand, if I push the ankle, if I push the knee, I have to push it out of the way. And it's really easy to do because you know every time you're passing, the leg is going to be there. If the guy knows how to play the guard, that's his only way of defending the pass. If he tries to do anything else like step on the ground and shrimp, he's just giving me the pass. So every time I'm trying to pass, his only option is to use this leg. As the leg comes over, you have to be ready to push it out and insist on getting your knee there. Again, so I move to the side and the leg is coming, I block it, place my knee here. See, I'm not trying to make a specific grip, I'm not trying to grip here, I'm not trying to grip here, I just push the leg out of the way. That's the fastest way. Don't worry about the grips are not important. Of course, when you're actually sparring and you're fighting the pass, I'm going here, maybe I make a grip, that's okay as well. But for now, I want you guys to just block and push the leg out of the way. Let's do one more example. So I'm moving, I clear the ankle, I clear the knee, now I push the knee out, place my knee here. So let's do this, but I want a very slow reaction from the person on top. Now also your posture is important, so if your posture is high, it's easy for him to block. If your posture is low, it's difficult for him to block. That's why you have to be squatting, you have to try and get your knee in. Okay, let's try. You guys understand this first? Yeah. Alright, let's go. A lot of guard passing, a lot of like jiu-jitsu is about how much you can anticipate your opponent. It's not about reaction time, it's not that you just have fast reaction times, it's that you know what your opponent is going to do. So this is one of the things where you can be like 100% sure if he wants to defend the guard pass, he has to do this. When I'm passing the guard, if he does not do this, I will pass the guard. His only option is to bring the leg over. So you already, before you start, you know that's going to happen. So it doesn't require good reaction time. It just requires you to know this, that the leg is going to come. So as I'm moving, the leg is coming. Even before the leg comes, I'm prepared to block it. That's why it doesn't require like reaction. I'm going and I know the leg is coming, so I'm already, even if I don't end up having to block it, I know it's coming, I'm ready to block it every single time. Doesn't matter which hand you use, it's the same thing. Like you use this hand, it's okay, use this hand, you push the ankle, you push the knee, whatever, you just have to clear the knee. You guys understand? This makes it a lot easier. It's not only for this, it's also for, let's say I leg drag and he's defending with the outside leg. If I let this happen, he's going to defend the leg drag. Same thing, if I'm in the leg, if I'm going for the leg drag and he's defending and I'm blocking the leg, he will not. You see, it's like a concept. Again, it doesn't matter which hand is blocking, you just block the mechanic, like you block his defense. So it's for a lot of things, like whatever you are doing when you block the outside leg, that makes the open guard game very difficult. One more time, so now I'm moving to the outside, the leg is coming and I block it, I get my knee here. That's what you want, ideally. Now let's try to make it a little bit tighter. Instead of moving all the way around, giving a lot of space, what I'm going to try and do is I'm trying to shut down his guard by taking away his space to play the guard. So see what I'm going to do. Let's move sideways for this one. So I'm moving, I have nice posture, I'm controlling the legs. One more thing, I don't really like to do this, and I don't like to do it because now if he grabs my sleeves, he has the guard here. So I'm always trying to have at least one arm free and moving, or at least like use grips that my opponent cannot use. So I don't really like to go here or here so much. I try to use like one grip. The next one, so it's difficult to play guard against this kind of passing because you're always trying to grip and my hands are always moving. So again, now when I'm moving around, what I'm looking to do is I'm not looking to pass straight to knee on belly because I know if I try to go here, it's very difficult. What I'm looking to do is I'm just looking to block his shin here. So I'm trying to compress his leg so that he cannot really play the guard. Now I kill his guard here. See what I'm doing? I have my heel on the ground, so not on my toes. If you put your weight on your toes, it's difficult to move. You're not stable. You have to have your heel on the ground, your whole foot on the ground. And then you are building pressure with the shin. Again, so I'm moving, I just block the shin, and now I adjust, I fix. Here, it doesn't matter even if he can reach under your leg, because he's not in the guard. He doesn't have anything here. If he tries to reach under, he's just giving me the pass, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going around, I block the leg. See how I still have a low squat? Now when you have a low posture, it's difficult for him to play the guard, because I know this leg is going to come, so I'm ready to block the leg. I'm pushing the leg open, so try to control the inside space with this leg. I'm blocking the leg. You can control the knee, the ankle, the pan, doesn't matter. So I'm moving, I block the shin, I place my shin here, I build pressure. What I'm looking to do now is release the pressure, make his leg straighten up. Here my knee, without, so it's not an X pass, don't try to kick your leg, just release the pressure, place your knee in, like that. That's the easiest way. You don't give him space to play the card. So I go here, I block the shin, I'm nice and low, I block the leg, I clear the pressure, place my knee here. Same thing, as I come up, so I do a nice knee on belly switch, I come up. As I come up, he's trying to play the guard, I already blocked the space here. So he's not in the guard. Now I can release if I want. Of course I would actually try to pass the guard, but for sake of movement practice, you can come up. Go again, stop here, block the leg, clear, knee, come up, block already, always looking for this. Come up, block, defend the knee, clear, come up, block, build pressure, heel on the ground. Okay, let's go. Steps behind the techniques, not just the techniques. So whenever I'm passing the guard, my opponent is, so let's say I'm trying to pass the knee on belly like I was before, and he's trying to defend the guard, so he's trying to turn towards me and bring the leg over. I'm always looking for this, like this control everywhere, like not only here, from any situation. Let's say I leg drag and he's defending, so he manages to defend the guard pass, and I start moving and he keeps moving with me. Now I block the shin again. I don't have to use my own shin all the time. I can block with my hand, that's okay. As long as I don't let him pull the knee in, that's okay. Sometimes you will block with your hip. I'm still on the outside, I'm not in the guard. Just have to take away the space to play the guard. I do this from knee slide, for example, so I'm trying to knee slide. I can make it easier by going on the outside. Now I'm not in the guard anymore, he doesn't have anything here. So just a small movement going from here to here, that changes the whole dynamic. Now he doesn't have a guard, I'm on the outside. I can pass straight away, I can, whatever I want. Doesn't really matter. So you use it from a lot of different situations. When I pass De La Hima, I can break the grip, move my leg to the outside, and again I'm here. So it gives you a lot more options for movement. That's kind of the idea here. Okay, let's look at another movement just to add to this. Now I want to, can you sit up? So often when you pass the guard, people first they try to sit up. And knowing how to engage is, in my opinion, the most important thing. So you cannot just like stand with one foot in front and step inside, because of course your opponent is going to grab the leg, play the hooks, whatever. So again, you need to have the same good posture. Have your feet on the same line, don't feed the leg. This actually applies even if he's on his back. You don't want to be standing like this, you want to have your feet on the same line, so it's easy to move your legs back if he's trying to reach. So he's standing up, sitting up, sorry. And I'm engaging. I have my hands in front, feet on the same line. What I'm looking to always do is I'm looking to cross step. So I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to go in as deep as possible. So of course if I can like pass the guard straight away, that's the best thing. But this is not going to happen, that's just an idea. So I engage, I cross step, now I'm on the outside of the guard again. So see, I'm not in the guard anymore. He doesn't have a guard here. If he doesn't do anything, I'm just going to pass the guard. So his only option is to fall to his back, try to defend the guard. So I cross step, controlling the hands, always control the hands, cross step. What is he going to do? If he doesn't do anything, I will pass him. So his only option is to fall to his back, start defending guard. Again, I end up here. Again. Drive the knee. You can use a grip to set it up. You can use a grip on the sleeve, pull the sleeve in, cross step. Again, he's going to fall to his back. This time it's try to fall. This time it's more difficult because I'm pulling the sleeve in, so I'm making him turn, and I can drive the knee in. I can use the collar grip, so I can have a collar grip. I can drive in towards the collar. Again, the same thing. I keep driving the knee in. He's trying to curl up. I'm making space, and I will get the guard past here, and I just clear the knee. You can use collar and sleeve. You can pull the collar, the sleeve. You can use collar and sleeve. You can pull, always pulling the same side. So I want you guys to try different ways of breaking the sit-up guard, but always start with a cross step. So cross step, that's okay. Push the guy down, pass the guard here. Make a grip, cross step, pass the guard. Always blocking the outside leg. So I pass, as I'm passing, I'm blocking the outside leg. If your opponent defends properly, you go to shin on shin. If he doesn't defend, you pass straight away. So if he's staying loose when I'm passing, just place your knee there, you already passed the guard. Just be ready to block the outside leg. So you see I'm already blocking the leg. That's his only defense that's going to work for anything. Okay, let's go. I showed quite a few different concepts. Now the last one I was using on the last one I was trying to show to you guys is the pull. So whenever you're passing the guard, what you really want to happen, why you're doing everything, you're cross-stepping, you're pushing the legs out of the way, you're pulling the arm, is that when you pass the guard, you want his hip to be facing that way and you're passing on the back side. So he cannot push it this way, he doesn't have any strength to push me away. That's kind of the idea what you're doing. Now when you pass and you have a pull, you're turning the guy. So when I'm passing his guard and I have a pull on the sleeve, see what's happening? I'm pulling him away from me. That's what I want. When I have the pull, I'm passing like this. It's difficult for him to play the guard. He cannot really turn towards me, try to play the guard with me. So I'm pulling the arm in. It's difficult for him. It doesn't matter what the grip is, if it's the arm or the collar. I'm making it difficult for him to play the guard by pulling him up. Then I stabilize here. So you don't. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to pull the sleeve, pull the collar. Every time I'm passing the guard, I'm trying to do this. Again, this is like a concept. It's not only from here. I can pass the guard from any other kind of a guard. When I start pulling the guy, it's more difficult for him to play the guard. So that's kind of like a conceptual level what's happening here. So when I start passing the guard, again, I can have any grips I want. I pull one side in and I attack towards the pull. Difficult for him to play the guard. I'm trying to push my knee in, and he's falling back to defend the guard. So he's trying to close the space and turn towards me, and I block the space with my shin or with my leg. And I keep pushing the outside leg away. And then I pass again. You see, it's like a lot of different things happening. Let's try one more time, but try to do it like this. So, get a grip, make a pull, start passing. If your opponent doesn't react, you pass the guard. You can stop here, your opponent pulls guard. So he's trying to pull his knee to his shoulder. That's the way you play the guard. You want to try and open up the space here. So I'm closing the space, I'm blocking the other leg. The other leg is trying to come and block me. No guard here. So let's try to do one more time step.